Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars. Let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, starting on this 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin, because currently we are still breaking out from this falling wedge pattern, which is targeting 100K in the Bitcoin price. So far, what we have actually seen is a breakout, retest of that point of the breakout, sitting at 93.2K. And then from there, we saw resumption to the upside. And today we have basically seen nothing but upside here. And therefore, what I said in yesterday's video still remains true today, which is that so long as we do not get confirmed candle closes below this point of the breakout, Bitcoin is simply targeting this 100K level in the Bitcoin price. Now, let's say that from here we actually reverse, we get 4-hour candle closes below, then we would have to cross off this price target once and for all and say that this whole pattern here is actually invalidated. Now, besides that, if we take a look at the RSI momentum indicator, we are still seeing this bullish divergence in the charts here, which is when you have lower lows in the Bitcoin price and higher lows in the RSI momentum indicator. Typically, this points towards either some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bullish momentum on this 4-hour time frame. Moving on, let's take a look at the Fibonacci levels here for Bitcoin, because currently we are actually above this Fibonacci golden pocket, sitting from 96.7K all the way up to 97,000 US dollars. So currently this is also looking like a break above and then a retest of that Fibonacci golden pocket. And yes, so long as we hold above this 96.7K level on the 4-hour time frame, I do think it is likely that we are going to see another resumption to the upside here. Now, in the case if we, for example, lose this level of support, then likely we would be coming down to this 0.5 level, sitting at 95.7K. So that is a potential area to look for some short-term support in the case that we actually lose that Fibonacci golden pocket. Apart from that, let's take a look at some of these trend lines that we have been looking at here recently. First of all, yesterday, we first found some resistance on this descending trend line here. And like I said, if we would break above this trend line, we would first come to this trend line here to find some kind of resistance there, but there's very little resistance in between. And what did we see? We broke this first resistance and then immediately shot up to this next resistance above. So I'm just going to get rid of this first resistance there because it is no longer necessary. And currently it also looks to be the case that we have broken above this resistance and are now retesting this. So currently, in this moment in time, it is very critical for Bitcoin to actually hold above that 96.7K level on the 4-hour time frame. In the case that we hold it, well, the next area of resistance to the upside is sitting right here from 99,000 all the way up to 100K in the Bitcoin price, which would also be the exact price target here for that falling wedge pattern. But I do want to be clear in saying that I am expecting there to be some kind of resistance in this area, because you can see these previous highs here, and therefore we cannot just expect us to basically blast through this level. I think this will be quite unlikely. At least on the lower time frames, you will see some kind of chop in that area and potentially even a rejection from that area. So that is something to potentially look out for. Next, taking a quick look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. First of all, on this 2-week time frame, you can see that over the last couple of days, we took out a lot of liquidity to the upside here. And right now, we do have quite a bit of liquidity to the downside, sitting at 91.5K in the Bitcoin price. But at the same time, we do still have a bunch of liquidity to the upside. For example, at 98,000, we have about $150 million. And then even at 100K, we have close to $200 million on this 2-week time frame. But to get a full picture, we should zoom out to the 1-year time frame here, because as you can see, at this 100K level, we have over $11 billion worth of liquidity just sitting at 100K, which is very close to where we are currently trading. So I do think it is very likely that we are going to end up taking out this 100K level of liquidity here. Similar to what I was saying here recently, right? We had a bunch of liquidity sitting right here at about 92,000, and that's why I was saying at the time, even when we already started reversing to the upside here, that we are going to undercut these previous lows simply because there is so much liquidity there. And typically the Bitcoin price gets attracted to where there is the most liquidity in this chart, right? Either way, this has been today's market update. Don't forget to join the Road to 1 Million community on Discord. This is the most active crypto trading community in the crypto space, and you can find the link to this in the video description. But regardless, if you do end up joining or not, thank you for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.